Welcome to the 7th episode Capital TV Midweek Update. My name is JC from TradersTruthReview.com. As usual in our midweek show, we always show interesting characters for the audience to guess in the trading world. Do you know who is the name of this person? He's a very famous person. He's the person who started it all and how I got into this field. He practically created the entire philosophy on how smart money moves stock prices and how we as individuals can participate in such move, whether it is to the upside or the downside. Can you guess his name? If you can tell me the answer, and if you can do so, send your answers to jccapitaltv@gmail.com and I have the right prize for the right answer. For our midweek market outlook, here is the midweek market update. Let's review last week where we left off. The market was then at the verge around here of breaking up the old resistance at 1840. Looking from the price and volume chart here, there is an evidence showing that this is likely the case. We had sign of strength, SOS, which is commonly known as sign of strength. It is a situation where demand overcomes its supply and there is also absorption at this level here. More importantly is now that we are seeing the red bearish zone are turning into the green bearish zone. And special emphasis here because we are seeing a change in trend. Now the change in trend is the most pivotal point as the market moves to bullish from bearish. This is also the area where sellers will eventually turn to buyers and thus pushing the market higher as we've seen here to 1855. Now also note that on Monday 31st of March is the last day of the first quarter 2014. And to us, this is meant as a window dressing day where fund managers and institutional dress their performance measurement for the first quarter 2014 by driving up the prices. That's why we saw the 1850, 1855. Now, all that is over, the market is falling under its own weight. At the same time, we are seeing profit taking now as the market begins to move sideways now. The good news is that we have broken the 1840 level here and we will see this 1840 will be the support for the rest of the week. Yes, you heard it from and see it from Capital Midweek Update with JC. Now on our KL foreign funds net flows, we are seeing the crossing of the blue line here to above zero, which is very positive for net buying, and this is very good. Now, not since December 2013 did we had 8 consecutive days of net buying by foreign fund. The largest buying by foreign funds was on Tuesday, totaling over 255 million. Ladies and gentlemen, the foreigners are coming to buy, and this is very positive, and we will see higher closing for the market. As for those who have joined us, the blue line that you see here is the daily buying of selling of foreign funds, while the red line is the total accumulation of the 5 days. It is important to see the trend of the buying. All these are pointing to the upside, denoted by the green arrow. Now on the top right insert that you see in here, you will notice last week the foreign funds flow is green. That means turning upwards and continue to buy. Next week, we are likely to see more buying through foreigners, which will eventually lead to higher high KLCI. You hear it first from JC at TradersTruthReview.com. For this midweek stock watch, we'll be looking at MRCB, sometimes known as Malaysian Resources Corporation Berhad. MRCB or Bursa Malaysia code 1651 is a property developer, engineering and construction, as well as infrastructure builder in the country. Better known as 4 KL Central project, which housed the transportation hub for the Kuala Lumpur hub. And you can see there is plenty of property and construction developing at KL Central. As a matter of fact, there is a new shopping mall called Nu Centra that will be opening soon. Investors who like property and construction exposure must examine this counter more closely. As you can see from volume spread analysis, there are many green arrows here, here, and here, and here, and they are turning from bearish red line to green. And this is certainly a good area thinking to accumulate. And this is a sign of strength which we have talked earlier. According to volume spread analysis, once the accumulation is completed, the market will start its markup as we see here now at 1 ringgit 63, 1 ringgit 65 cent. How high can MRCB go? There is an old high here which is not shown in the chart, but it will tell us that it was shown around 1 ringgit 80 cent. Bear in mind, this is a trading stock as the fundamental is still negative, which still have negative profit margin. You can get it from the site traderstruthreview.com. Now let's turn our attention to last week's stock watch, which is called Matrix Concept. Now Matrix Concept, like it or not, it hasn't moved much yet, but we are seeing evidence of accumulation, judging from the lack of volume is happening in here. The good thing is we are beginning to see some rises of the individual chart, and once the market is ready, the market will retest 3 ringgit 95 cents, and this is very good. Now let's review back our episode 1 to episode 6 stock watch, which is based on market watching using volume spread analysis. So far, the market has been very positive for us as we have been getting very good positive returns so far. Now, Delium here is one of the best catch that we have. At the time when we was mentioned was 5 ringgit 05, now is doing 6 ringgit and 9. Not forgetting FGV at the time when we were mentioning was only 4 ringgit 95 cent. It is now 4.65. And also with Dialog, at the time I mentioned is 3 ringgit 41 cent, now is 3 ringgit 59 cents. And not forgetting, last but not least, is Muhiba. At that time, when we were mentioned was 2 ringgit 76 cents, and now it is 2 ringgit 89 cents. Only one stock watch didn't fare that well, and that was Freight. So stay tuned to Capital TV Midweek Update to catch our latest stock watch. This is JC from traderstruthreview.com. Okay, tolong lagi. And now for the message of the week is from the famous VSA creator Tom Williams for his volume spread analysis. He says that charts, or in bracket price and volume, don't lie, but people do. In many ways, this is certainly very true. Tom Williams was trained as a syndicate trader, and he claimed to have seen it all. How syndicate collaborate with CEOs of companies to cheat shareholders' money. There are many cases overseas and also locally. Now remember Fountain View scandal and Transmile Group, which were delisted several years ago. The CEO of this company cheated and lied to shareholders and steal hard-earned monies of investors. If they have understood the work of volume spread analysis by Williams, they would have known that charts don't lie, but people do. Remember the phrase, no one cares more about your money than yourself. Let Capital TV be the market expert. Inspire your success for tomorrow. That's all the time that we have. And I'd like to share with you a picture of the person you're supposed to guess. So thank you for joining us, and we will review the stock watch MRCB next week. Same time, same place. Remember to send me your reply to jccapital@tv@gmail.com for the person that you've seen in here, and we welcome your questions and feedback. My name is JC and my website is traderstruthreview.com. Thank you.